Good morning, students. Welcome to online session of accountancy. In previous class, I have explained meaning of financial statement analysis and tools or techniques of financial statement analysis. And in today's class, I am going to start with the topic types of financial statement analysis. Now, financial statement analysis can be classified into four categories. First, external analysis. Second, internal analysis. Third, horizontal or dynamic analysis. Fourth is vertical or static analysis. First is external analysis. Now, this is conducted by those who do not have SS. SS means those who have not having right to use that particular information or books. So this external analysis will be conducted by the people, those who have not accessed the detailed records of an enterprise. Detailed record means they are not able to. The detailed record is liabilities or assets or journal, ledger, all these things they cannot see, and therefore have to depend on published accounts, and that is why they all have to depend on the records or the published accounts like statement of profit and loss, balance sheet, directors and auditors report. Now each such type of analysis is made by investors, lenders, creditors, government agencies and research scholars. Research scholar means scholars who are working in research and getting stipend. So all these people, they all will conduct external analysis. Next is internal analysis. This is conducted by the management to know the financial position. Financial position mean how much liabilities they are having or how much assets they are having, and that operational efficiency of the organization means what is the efficiency or that operating efficiency of organization. Now that important feature of this analysis that the management, as they can access all the information of the enterprise, means the management can see the details records like assets, journal, ledger, balance sheet, everything they can see. So they, as they are seeing all the information of the enterprise, their analysis will be more detailed. Means this internal analysis will be in a more detailed manner. It will be extensive mean it will be large in amount. Accurate means it will be correct, accuracy will be there. Third is horizontal or dynamic analysis. This analysis is made to review and analyze the financial statement of a number of years. Review means to examine. Analysis means to think and to understand so that they can explain it. This review and analysis of that financial statement will be done for number of years. That is why it is also called time series analysis. It shows the comparison of financial data for several years against a chosen base year. Means one year they have to choose like a base year, and on the basis of that particular year they will make comparison of the previous years. It is useful for long term trend analysis and planning. Two kinds of trends are there. First, short term trend analysis, and second, long term trend analysis. Now this horizontal or dynamic analysis, it is useful for long term trend analysis. Now what is this long term trend analysis? This is any price movement that occurs over a significant period of time, often over a year or several years. Now the example of this horizontal or dynamic analysis is comparative statement or comparative financial statement. Fourth one is vertical or static analysis. Now this analysis also make the review and analysis of the financial statement, but this will be for only 1 year. It is also called cross-sectional analysis. Now what is happening in this? The ratio analysis will be done. Ratio analysis of the financial statement relating to particular year will be done, and this is an example of this analysis. And this type of analysis will be helpful in comparing the performance of the several companies of the same type or division or departments of one enterprise. Means one enterprise can easily compare with this financial statement with other company, or you can say the division comparison is also there. On the basis of the division or on the basis of department of one enterprise can be compared with the enterprise of that division or department of another enterprise. Down we are having distinction between horizontal analysis and vertical analysis. Now 5 bases are there on which we will see the differences in horizontal analysis and vertical analysis. First we are having period year. It requires financial statement of 2 or more accounting periods. Means if you are doing horizontal analysis, 2 or more accounting periods will be needed. But in vertical analysis, only financial statement of only one period is required. Second is components of item. It deals with the same items of different periods. Means here we are comparing that periods, that item will be going to remain same. But in vertical analysis, there will be different items of the same period. Means their period will be going to remain same, but items will be different. Third is information. The information provides in horizontal analysis will be in absolute and percentage terms. Means absolute means there will be irrelevant of positive or negative and in percentage terms. And vertical analysis, that will be that information will be provided in percentage terms. Fourth, usefulness. Horizontal analysis, it is used for time series analysis. Means here we are comparing on the basis of time. Vertical analysis, it is generally used for cross sectional analysis. Means that period will be going to remain same and there will be comparison between the sections. Fifth is comparison. It is a part of comparison. Horizontal analysis is a part of comparison, and vertical analysis is a step towards comparison. Means from here we can start the comparison between that particular enterprise. Now we are having two kinds of comparison: intra-firm comparison and inter-firm comparison. Inter-firm comparison, in this the financial variables of the enterprise over a period of time will be compared, and it is called intra-firm comparison. It is also called time series analysis or trend analysis. Why? Because in this kind of analysis or in this kind of comparison, there will be comparison of data on the basis of years, more than 2 years. It analyzes the performance of a business over a number of years. Performance means again whether they are earning profit or they are incurring losses. This will be analyzed in the inter-firm comparison, and the trend will be seen. Next is inter-firm comparison. Now in this comparison, there will be 2 or more than 2 enterprises, and it will call inter-firm comparison. Now in this comparison, financial variables of 2 or more enterprises or firm to determine their competitive position. Now inter-firm comparison means, for example, company A is comparing with company B. Here that period will be going to remain same, but variable will be there. On the basis of one particular variable, there will be comparison between two enterprises. And there is again one analysis, they are cross sectional analysis. Now when single set of statement of two firms is compared, that time it is called cross sectional analysis. Now we are having process of financial statement analysis. Now this process gives the structured relationship of the various items in the financial statement. What are the four processes here? Rearrangement of financial statement, comparison, analysis and interpretation. And now all these processes, they are containing some functions also which are involved in this process. First we are having rearrangement of financial statements. As you all know that financial statement is not easy to understand. Means many complex data are there. So first process is to rearrange that data which is given in financial statement into a purposive class, means a purpose for which that particular analysis they are doing, so that maximum desired information can be obtained from that or extracted from that. Now reclassification and rearrangement of different data depends upon the purpose of analysis. Both are dependent on the purpose why that particular analysis is going to be done. After, on the basis of that, this reclassification and rearrangement will be done. Second is comparison. After rearrangement, that comparison will come. Now, if it is time series analysis, then it is necessary to obtain comparative data of the same enterprise of the past period. And if it is cross-sectional analysis, then it is necessary to obtain comparative data of the same accounting period of similar or comparable enterprises. Now, this study is necessary. Next, we are having after comparison analysis. Analysis means after that analysis will be done on the basis of reference to the financial characteristics. Financial characteristics we are having here: profitability means ability of that particular enterprise to earn profit. Solvency means that is that condition or the state of that particular enterprise so that they can pay the debts. Liquidity means that how much things or the items they are acquiring that can be easily converted into cash or cash equivalents. Now interpretation. After analysis we are having interpretation here. That is the concluding part, means that is coming after all first three processes. In this concluding part of financial statement, analysis is interpretation of the financial information generated in the process of financial statement analysis. Means after all the analysis, interpretation will be done, and this interpretation will be precise. Precise means very clear and accurate, and that should be directed towards indicating the movement of various financial characteristics. Means that should result in showing whether that particular enterprise is having increase or decrease in the financial characteristics. Financial characteristics means in that balance sheet or statement of profit and loss or cash flow, and all this will be done on the basis of quantitative.